This football program, it's really, truly, it's a week-to-week process. It's, try to fix the things we don't do, whether we win or lose, the previous week, and then come back and try to improve and get better at that. And coming into this ball game, I mean, this was not a surprise from the standpoint that we knew that Middle Tennessee had some very explosive skill players, and they did a great job tonight of getting the ball in the hands of those guys, and we did not do as good a job as we needed to, as we talked about all week long. We had to tackle in space because we knew once they got the ball in space on bubble screens and jailbreak screens and in the running game and stuff, they've got good, talented, skilled kids. And, probably one of the most disappointing things, over the first half of this season, the first 5 ball games, is the inability to potentially create turnovers. We had a chance tonight to deny maybe one of the touchdowns. We knocked the ball loose on one of the wide receivers and just didn't have anybody close by there to be able to make the play to recover the fumble. And that's an area that, if you don't win the turnover battle and you don't win special teams, you got a hard time winning a game. It's kind of kind of the blueprint for us. I mean, we're in the process of trying to build a program, and through the first, 5 games this season, there's probably been more positives than there have been negatives, but today certainly wasn't one of them.
For the most part, I think, we played all right, but, they're a well-coached team. I played against Coach Stockstill for 4 years now. He's a great guy. We actually talked to him, in midfield, and he's a great guy. He's all about football and all about, just team unity. So he's a great coach. They got a good, like I said, they got a good team. They're well coached. They game plan well against us. And, we had a plan against them where we're going to protect a lot and, slide the protection to the possible threats that we thought, that they were bringing. And they just, at sometimes they just, they won, It's a game of, who wins a game of inches, Somebody might have, took a half a step too short and the guy came in, And like I said, they're well-coached technique team, and they just made some plays.
Very, very frustrating. Middleton is a great team. We just got to come out to practice next week and fix our mistakes.
When you playing a team like this, you can't have 15-yard penalties, especially 2 back-to-back. That's probably like 3 first downs that we gave them that they didn't even have to earn. So when we prepare for a team like that, we got to make sure we're locked in and don't make mental mistakes like that.
I mean, we did have some explosive plays. We missed one there at the end with Bryce Singleton that would have been another one. But, I mean, that's obviously got to be part of an offensive formula, is that you've got to be able – you're not going to take the ball and then go 12 plays, 14 plays, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards at a whack. You're going to have to come up with explosive plays, whether it's in the running game. We've got to get a lot more productive in both areas. We can't just rely on the big explosive passing plays. We've got to have a little bit more success in the running, because that certainly helps with the protection. Tonight, obviously, when they blitzed, we had a hard time at times picking up some of the blitzes.
It was a good play call. Coach Scrossi called the pass play, and my first read wasn't open, second read wasn't open, but the O-line did a great job blocking for me, and the hole just opened up, wide open. So I just took it and seized the moment.
Man, Alex got a flow going on, and we just took it from there.
And I just started taking some shots to T.O., and he made some heck of a plays. T.O.'s a great player, and I'll just give him a shot, 50-50 balls, hope he comes down with it, and he did.
The second half, we've come out and played a lot harder, but we've tried to start fast to get the guys that we can't start playing during the second half of football game. We got to start from the first snap to the last snap.
An L is an L, so like I said, we just got to regroup from what happened tonight. I mean, that can't happen every week. We just got to see the mistakes and fix them.
I was really proud of Pharaoh McKeever tonight. One of the things that he did, I mean, we'd been wanting to try to get the tight ends a little bit more involved in the passing game, and I think if you can have somebody that can control the interior part of the field, whether it's the tight ends or the running backs, it really opens up the outside with the wide receivers, and we saw some evidence of that tonight.
That's a big thing that Coach Krosky's been talking to us, consistency. We just got to get more consistent on offense, because when we do our job, we score points. When everyone does their job in every play, we move the ball, we get downfield, and I just think, we got to address consistency and, starting fast, because we haven't really started very fast, through the first 5 games, excuse me. So I think that'll be the big thing going into next week. Staying in the moment, fighting until the end. I thought we really, Mo came in at the end, and he did well. He ran the ball good, and, his points, the Mike points, they were all good, and I never thought that anyone gave up, and that's a big positive.
Yeah, this elevates the team a lot, because you see where you're at, and you see that you never learn from it until it comes to bite you in the behind, and that was an example of it today. So we just got to make sure we start fast for the rest of the season, and we should be good.